Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Chris Jones. Demere Coker is back joining me for the first episode of Life Writing Spotlights, where he will be sharing his latest take on a book, a collection of poems. He's a mental health professional. He was on here maybe a couple of months ago, give or take, shared some very meaningful information, got a lot of comments, a lot of likes. People were reaching out like, who is this young man? Attending Bowie State University, obtaining his PhD. I want to make sure I get it right in counseling, supervision, and education. Demere, soon to be Dr. Demere Coker. Demere, welcome back to the podcast. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
What folks are really looking for is a mini series, a series that highlights and spotlights certain people, certain places, certain things. So I'm like, okay, I'll just bring the Life Writing Spotlights back. So here we are, and again, you are my official first interview.
Well, that's great to be a pioneer. I love it.
For the folks who may not have seen the first recording with you and I want to quickly piggyback on that. I did mention it was mental health related. You're a mental health professional. So just can you just give us just a quick skinny background and kind of recap of who you are and what you're doing today?
Yes, no problem. So again, my name is Demere Coker. I currently go to the great Bowie State University. And I'm starting my second year in my PhD program. I focus on gambling addiction in Black males as well as adultification in Black youth. I'm also a director at MetaWorks Behavioral Health, and what we focus on is individuals re-entering society and providing them with a safe place, providing them with resources. And I'm a therapist there as well. I'm a LGPC, which stands for Licensed Graduate Professional Counselor. In this upcoming summer, I will start doing my internship. This particular degree has a specialization on social justice, so we have to go
Oh,
to that 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 prioritize that. So for me, it's
mhm.
I currently work at a place. Unfortunately, I can't do my internship at the place that I'm at, but it's
Okay.
reincarceration. I think I'm going to continue to lean toward that social justice. It'd be
Mhm.
great if I could have a internship that aligns with my dissertation idea, which is gambling addiction. One of the ideas I have towards the gambling addiction is creating a survey that looks at the specific cultural scripts that aligns with our Black culture, right? So, for instance, like scared money don't make no money, or money out of sight, money on the wall make the bet go good, money out of sight cause a fight, right? So, looking at our Black culture and our scripts and creating a survey that's for our people, made by us, for us, because there's not a lot of gambling surveys or gambling inventories that focus on that.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. Thanks for delving into that and laying that out as you did. So it's a spotlight session, right? Um, I wanted to shine a light. I want to spotlight what you are doing, or actually technically what you just did in this second form, in its second state. And guys, what I'm alluding to, Demere is also an accomplished author. So that's the main reason why I have you on here to spotlight your latest collection. So can you just tell us, of course, just a little bit about it, kind of delve into it, give us the backstory?
Yes, this is my first project since 2021, which was titled Irrational Love, which focused more about familiar love, romantic love, kinship. But this is a different turn, right? So over 5 years, I have learned so much, and whether it's through class discussions, whether it's through lived experience, whether it's through dialogue, news, right? So everything that I have absorbed, I have put it into this book. The title of this book is called Cookouts and Confessions, Cookouts represents all the great things about our culture, about Black culture, right? The jokes, the creativity, the dancing, the food, right? The family. Confessions represent the things that we fear to say out loud, that we don't say, that we hide under the bed, the generational curses that we may have. So it's I love it. It's interesting. It's a tale of two different stories.
And it's on Amazon, of course, pre-order, right?
Yep.
And I wanted to make sure I brought that up. There we go. I got it. Want to make sure I had it up. Now, Demere, I noticed this
Yep. Sideshow the poet.
was a little bit what's behind the cover itself.
Yeah. What's behind the cover itself is I love patchwork, and I think it represents the different aspects of Blackness. Right.
Okay.
It's not just one. Sometimes we're smiling, sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're crying, sometimes we got a nice hairdo, sometimes we have the afro, and I think this cover represents it perfectly.
I love that. That's the first thing I noticed. I was like, wow. Now that stands out. That
Yeah,
really stands out.
it's beauty in the
And exactly. And you were okay, you touched on some of this, you kind of laid out a few things. That culmination, that collective uh poetry, how you worded it there, rooted in memory, degree, faith, right?
Mhm.
Truth, love, liberation. Can you touch on or kind of elaborate on anyone, the first one that comes to mind, like that? What was the connection of a certain of a particular poem or something like that? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I think that make perfect sense, and I think the way that it's on Amazon is the way that it's for the Kindle version. They show you the front and the back, and I think that that helps with this question. The poem that's on the back is titled
Ah,
"Boys Don't Cry," so I will highlight the grief. Right, in the poem it say "Ghetto boys don't cry because melanin, masculinity, and tears don't mix." Right, so grieving the childhood, grieving not being able to show that type of emotion as a young Black man, right? So your childhood is already gone before you're able to live it, right? That emotional expression
ooh,
awarded to other individuals is not awarded to you.
nice. Hey guys, that was not planned. I had not I had not noticed or realized it was a poem on the back. Man,
Yeah,
the eye and
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 that,
it, and it, anything in particular behind the eye. I mean, there's something behind it.
yeah, I just think that it's just so much raw emotion in that eye, right? Because I think each time you look at it as you read a different poem, if you go back to the cover or to the back of the book, it's going you're gonna think of something different, right? The smile on the back, the tears on the top. Is it tears of joy? Is it tears of pain? Like what does it represent? You also have the idea of jewelry because jewelry is big in our community, right? In our culture. So I had to add that on there, such as on the front we have the grills showing too. So yeah, I definitely took some time in putting out the poem. It's funny because I've been done with this book for about a year and a half
Ah,
now. But
wow.
the cover was never done, and I did
Okay.
add like three more poems over the years, but I just felt like it was finally time to put it out to the universe, to put it out to the people.
It's still under pre-order,
Yep,
correct? Okay.
pre-order through Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's in a local poetry store in Buffalo called Talking Leaves. So you can go get it from there, and it should be around some bookstores in the DMVs coming soon.
This is good. And they kind of close it out. You got your second iteration, of your poetry collection and such,
Mhm.
cookouts and confessions. Like what's on the horizon? What's next?
So the book releases October 16th. I plan to have a few different poetry readings, definitely one in
Oh,
Maryland, one in Syracuse, which I was born in Syracuse. I was
oh,
raised in Buffalo, so there'll be one in Buffalo as well. And I may do one in
nice.
DC. You can see me at more open mics. Definitely bringing the books there. Busboys and Poets for sure. I know we have a few different locations up here in the DMV, so I'll be there. As far as what's next, I plan to do a few. I love conferences, right? So mixing my clinical work and mixing my artistic passions together is something that I would do. So breaking down some of these poems in regards to presentations. I did one at ABSI, the Association of Black Psychologists, and I did a poem that
Okay.
few different poems that revolved around grief and hope and psychological sovereignty, because we was touching on Franz Fanon. I don't know if you know about Franz Fanon, but he's a great author. So I did a few poems talking about that and how we can become free and all the beautiful things that we do have in the Black community. So integrating that scholarly work with my artistic passion is something you can see more of.
Good deal. Good stuff, man. Hey, Demere, I go ahead and close this one out. Uh, I'm glad we had the opportunity to spotlight your work. Had no idea the first time we met that you were already a published author, especially with poetry. How did that slip me, man? Um, but I'm glad we got it squared away and was able to spotlight it. So proud of what you're doing, let alone your PhD program. But the poetry in itself, I think I may have even mentioned to you offline the first time we met. Um, Poetry is what my journaling morphed into, right?
Mhm.
Poetry morphed into what you now see, right?
Wow.
The podcast, the blog, the network, the whole thing. So poetry is near and dear to me, and I've been in a few places throughout the DMV over the last decade or so. Some open mic sessions, but I haven't did it in years. So you are my motivation to get back out there. So I'm going to see you and hopefully even a same show or something like that, right?
That'd be amazing.
Thanks again for coming on here, Demere. Always a pleasure catching up with you. Continue Godspeed with your PhD program, with your book. I'll make sure I pre-order my copy because I've yet to do so, full disclosure. But I will make that happen. Hey, but thanks so much for coming back on here, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Chris. You have a great day.
Absolutely. Hey, and to the audience, thank you always for continuing to support. I'm going to make sure I highlight and incorporate his information, his book information in the description so you can pre-order your copy and share the word as well. Let me know if you want to come on to the podcast and share any information with respect to the spotlights, right? Spotlight a person, place, or thing, someone who's doing some amazing things who may not get any publicity otherwise, right? That's what I like doing in part in this series, like writing spotlights. So again, I thank all of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share. As you guys know, this is another way we inform and inspire, helping people live and write the lives they desire. Until the next time, take care.